Hi guys, Sarah here with Selmond. Today we're going to be making this adorable American flag yard art just in time for the 4th of July. For this next project, I'm going to use this decorative piece I picked up in the picture and frame section at Dollar Tree. It's a little bit thicker, and the design itself is almost like shelf paper on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tear this off so that when we paint it, the paint will adhere better. Alright, for some reason at this point I completely lost all sound to the video, but what I'm doing is I'm taking my Waverly chalk paint and ivory and I'm painting some of the small stars that I picked up at one of the craft stores a while ago. I have 8 of them and I'm painting them all completely with the ivory chalk paint. I think I used 2 coats. And then I'm going back and I am painting the plaque that we sanded down also with 2 or 3 coats of the Waverly Ivory chalk paint. Alright, now that the ivory chalk paint is dried, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and mark off an area, and I've gone ahead and pre-marked it. It's about 4 inches down and about 4.5 inches across. And I am just going to go ahead and lightly pencil a line. And I think that came out a little bit crooked. Go. Okay, and again, I'm going to come down and over about 4.5 inches. And I'm going to go ahead and lightly pencil that in as well. Alright, now what I'm going to do is on the inside of this blue space, I am going to tape off so that the blue masking tape is on the inside because I'm going to paint the stripes first. And you can do this either way, you just want to be sure that you have everything very neatly masked off. Just going to make sure that is pretty securely masked down there. And I'm going to go across. Alright, now that I have the tape laid off where I want the white stripes to be, the ivory color, I'm going to go back in with my Lagoon Red and I'm going to paint the red stripes. Alright, once you get the paint on, what you want to do is very carefully remove the painter's tape and dispose of that. We're done with that. And you want to do this before the paint dries completely so you don't chip the paint. Now you can see this wasn't perfect. You can see where the paint a little bit ran under the painter's tape. And the reason for this is I was a little bit leery about putting the tape down and sealing it too hard on this board because when I practiced it, it did pull up some of the chalk paint, the base chalk paint. So I was very careful with this second coat, but that's okay because the look I want for this is kind of a rustic, old-fashioned flag, which is why I was using the ivory instead of a white color on it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and let this dry, and then when we come back we will paint in the blue. Oh, and I can show you right here in a second. It pulled off Now if you can see right here, it did pull off a little bit of the chalk paint on this. I think it'll be okay because when we paint over it, you really won't be able to see it. It will just look like a little bit of texture. But that is why I was a little bit leery about pushing this down too hard. And you can see there it's pulling off quite a bit. Alright, and we'll be back as soon as this dries, and we will go ahead and paint in the blue. Alright, now that this paint is pretty much dry, I'm going to go ahead and carefully mask off the stripes so that we have the inside here. I'm just doing it very lightly. I don't want to be pulling off my paint. And again, there may be a little bit of bleeding, but since I'm going for a rustic look anyway, I'm not real worried about it. You can, of course, clean it up if you would like. And I may, depending on how happy I am with the results. There we go. Now I am going to use my ocean blue, and I am going to paint the blue portion of the flag. Now, I was going to go ahead and sand the flag down a little bit to give it a little more rustic look, but given some of the issues that I had with the paint pulling up and knowing that it's a raw paper underneath, I'm going to skip that step. I think it looks cute as it is, and I'm just going to go ahead and start placing the stars on the flag. Now that I have the flag finished up, what I'm going to do is make this into some yard art. And in order to do that, I'm going to flip the flag up, and on the bottom here, I'm going to make 2 holes in order to insert just 2 of these skewers that you can pick up at Dollar Tree or pretty much anywhere else. And what I'm going to do is making sure that on the inside here, I don't hit these support triangles. I'm going to drill 2 holes, one on each side for the skewers to go into. It's that simple. So I'm going to go downstairs and drill through these real quick, and I will be right back. Right here we have the 2 holes drilled. If you don't have a drill, I will include links below to both a hand drill, which will take up less space, as well as a cordless drill, which is my absolute favorite to use. Now that I have these drilled, it's just as simple as sticking the 2 skewers up into the holes, right? And then I'm simply going to hot glue them here at the back to give them a little bit of stability. Alright, now we just wait for the hot glue to dry, and it is ready to go stick outside and decorate our patio. Here's the finished product sitting out in my flower bed. As you can see, it looks just adorable out here. Perfect for the upcoming holidays. If you liked this video, please be sure to hit that like button as well as share it with friends who may also enjoy it. If you like my channel, hit that subscribe button, and when the notification bell pops up, be sure you hit that as well so you never miss a video. And, as always, have a great day and stay crafty.